The Capitoline she-wolf. Though the exact origins of this bronze statue are widely debated, it is currently assumed to have been made in Etruria around 470 BC. This statue displays a part of the myth of the founding of Rome. Fearing a prophecy that said the twins Romulus and Remus would overthrow him, King Amulius had them thrown into the Tiber River. They were rescued by a she-wolf who cared for them until they were found by a shepherd who raised them. Another artwork I still acquired is the Tolstrop runestone that depicts the wolf Fenrir in the boat Naglfar. In Norse mythology, Fenrir, son of Loki, was prophesied to kill Odin during Ragnarok. To stop Fenrir, the gods bound him to a rock where he will stay until Ragnarok, at which time he will break free. The granite runestone is dated to about 1000 CE and was first discovered in a part of a Swedish church wall in 1624. We don't know where it originally was located or how it got to the church. While the Roman and Norse cultures are very different from each other, both myths deal with a prophecy and the actions that were taken to try to prevent it from coming true. The actions are rather violent, and at least in the Roman myth, a waste of time since Romulus and Remus would overthrow Amulius and restore their grandfather to the throne. Although Ragnarok has not occurred yet, Fenrir is destined to be killed by Odin's son, Vidar. It is most likely just a coincidence that both of these myths deal with wolves, which were common animals known to each culture. If the myths were related, the wolves would most likely be more similar to each other. Instead, Fenrir is violent and chaotic, while the Capitoline she-wolf is nurturing and protective. What is interesting to me is the difference of themes of the two wolves, with the Capitoline she-wolf representing the creation of Rome, and also life in general with the theme of motherhood, while Fenrir is destined to have a large role in the battle at the end of the world. This shows different cultures' very different views on wolves. Some more examples of this are Native American cultures, where wolves are seen as symbols of strength, loyalty, and intelligence. Many tribes also see them as guides. In European folklore, wolves have long been associated with fear and danger. They are often depicted as cunning and malevolent creatures, representing darkness and the wildness of nature. And finally, in Japanese culture, wolves, known as okami, are seen in a more positive light. They are revered as protectors and act as guides to those lost in the woods. All of this allows us to see the diverse perspective that exists for wolves, which still have an impact on media today, mostly in the form of werewolves, which are also portrayed in many different lights.